Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about every movie I saw in February 2019 ranked. So with that being said, let's just get right into this video. So not every movie I saw this month or last month was in the theater. In fact, I think only one movie I saw in the theater last month. Well, I have some catching up to do. Oh boy. Yeah, I only saw one movie in the theater last month. And mainly, most of these movies on this list is going to be movies that I only saw at home. So, that being said, let's just get right into this. And sorry this video is so late, I've just been really busy. So, yeah, let's just get right into this. Now, the order I saw that it was in the order of movies I saw in February was Die Hard 3, Ronin, Blade Runner, Cold Pursuit, First Blood, Cinderella Man, Brawl in Cell Block 99, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, Rambo 4, Patriot Games, The Kingdom, Nightcrawler, and To Live and Die in LA. That was the order of movies I saw last month, so let's get into ranking them. Now coming in 14th place is going to be To Live and Die in LA. A lot of people consider this to be a really good movie. I didn't really like it that much, to be honest. I thought it was really boring, weird, and I didn't care about the main character at all. But I can understand why somebody would think this is a great movie. But to me, I didn't really enjoy it that much. I'm sorry, I didn't find it that much of an enjoyable watch. And that's really disappointing because I was actually looking forward to seeing this. But I went in just thinking that there's a chance that I'm really not going to like it. But, you know, I thought it was, I didn't really like this movie at all, to be honest. And if you like it, that's fine, but, like, I can understand why you think it's a great movie, but still, I just didn't buy into it. Coming in at 13th place is going to be Blade Runner. Okay, just shut up. Okay, before you start commenting, boo, Blade Runner is a classic movie, man. You can't do this to me. Like, your opinion sucks, man. I understand that this is a great movie, but I didn't like it that much when I saw it. It's gonna take me multiple times to enjoy it, I'm probably guessing. You might see this in another list in like a few months or something, or a few years, I don't know. But I didn't really enjoy this movie, and I just thought it was like weird, and I really couldn't understand what was even going on in this movie, and maybe like the next time I see it, I'll understand more. But it was a weird watch. Coming in at 12th place is going to be Rambo 3. So, I don't know, Rambo 3. It was it wasn't that good. It had some really good action scenes, but like the pacing, the dark tone was kind of like ripped out from the second one, or ripped out of the first one, and now it's like completely gone. And Rambo 2 was like so lighthearted, but like, well, it wasn't lighthearted, but you know, could have been darker like the first one, which is really what a Rambo movie should be, like Rambo 1 and 4. But yeah, this was just a total mess. Coming in 11th place is going to be Rambo First Blood Part 2. This is an enjoyable movie, but like I said, it's not as dark as the first one, and I know I sound like an emo kid, like, oh, I need dark stuff. Wow, well, what just happened? Yeah, it's just the first one was so good, and Rambo 2 just was like, it wasn't as dark as the first one, and the first one was so good because, like, it had all the emotions and everything, but Rambo 2 just, like, nah. I mean, it had really good action scenes, but it was disappointing. Coming in 10th place is going to be Patriot Games. Now, this was a pretty good movie at times. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was intense and everything. I just thought it dragged for a little while, and it just wasn't as interesting. But, you know, it was an enjoyable movie. It had good action scenes, really good performances, and it's a fun watch. And I'm stuttering a lot, but it was a fun watch, and I recommend you guys see it if you haven't seen it. Coming in at 9th place is going to be Cold Pursuit. This was, I like this movie a lot. I didn't love it. I didn't like it as much as The Commuter, which came out last year. But the thing about this movie is there's way too many characters, and that's my only real issue with this movie. If you watch my review, you could probably figure out some more issues that I had with it. But as a skier, and this movie taking place in the mountains, I just found it really satisfying, and it was a fun watch for me. I think the audience scoring like Rotten Tomatoes or something is like a 58, which I could get. It kind of drags when a movie's meant to be an action movie, but there's a large section that's like doesn't have any action. I guess I could consider that dragging. And those were really my main issues with it, but I think it was still a fun watch. And the guy sitting next to my friend in the theater was drunk, so that was pretty funny. I had an interesting experience with this movie. Now, coming in 8th place is going to be Rambo 4. This is I had trouble like figuring out what to even say about this movie, and I finally figured out like what to say. Rambo 4 had a bad pacing issues, and it didn't feel like a Rambo movie, but for what it was going for, it was still really intense with good performances and really good action, and that's really what I wanted, but I hope Rambo 5 is a lot better. Coming in 7th place is going to be Brawl in Cell Block 99. This was a brutal, dark action, I guess it's an action movie. Well, it mainly has really good fist fight scenes, but whenever this main character is in the prison, you just feel like you're rotting in there with him. It's a brutal, dark movie that you guys, if you haven't seen it, this movie didn't make I think it only got like a limited release, so it probably didn't make that much money. But if you guys haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. Coming in 6th place is going to be The Kingdom. The Kingdom was a very emotional movie for me. It had really good action scenes, really funny and good performances, and I found enjoyment in it. And it has some flaws. It could drag for a little while, and there's some action scenes that could get a little out there and a little unrealistic. But you kind of have to go for that in some movies, but this one I think they could have gone for a little more realism in some scenes. But still, I recommend checking it out, and I had a ton of fun with this movie. Coming in 5th place is going to be Nightcrawler. Oh my gosh, this movie is so good. This was almost a masterpiece. The main character is a weird psychopath, and he makes the movie very interesting. This movie has a really cool car chase. It's really intense. The performances are really good, and I recommend checking it out because this is a pretty underrated movie. Coming in 4th place is going to be Cinderella Man. I actually saw this movie in school, and I really did not expect it to be this good. This was an emotional, solid movie with awesome performances from Russell Crowe, and I forget the other actors' names. Just look them up. And it's one of my favorites. I absolutely love this movie, and I recommend you guys check it out. In 3rd place is going to be First Blood. First Blood is a classic movie. I already did a review for this. It has great action, solid performances, an awesome soundtrack, and it's one of the best action movies from the 80s, and that's all I have to say about it. Now, coming in 2nd place is going to be Ronin. Now, oh, by the way, I just want to say that I know I'm rushing through all these, but I'm like really in a rush, and I've already reviewed some of the movies on this list, and it's just I don't have that much time, so I want to just be able to make sure I get this video out and get my point across. Ronin is a really solid action movie. It has one of the best car chases I've ever seen, and it's really political. It's really hard to find out any flaws with this movie. And I don't know, it's just, this was a really good movie. This was a really, really good movie with really good performances, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's just it's a complicated movie, and you have to pay a lot of attention to it. Now, coming in 1st place for my favorite movie of February 2019 is going to be Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is a fun, action-packed movie with awesome performances from Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. I thought it was much better than 2. I even liked it a little more than 1. And Die Hard with a Vengeance is an awesome action movie. It's one of the best from the 90s. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for that really obvious cut. I've been kind of messing up with this video. I don't know why, but I'm just not that happy with this video. and I've done a few tries, but I don't know, I just really can't get it with this video. I know I sound really off in this video, and that's basically why. I really don't know what else to say. It's just like, I didn't really enjoy making this video as much as I do with other videos. I just didn't like think it was that much of an interesting video, and I don't know, it's just, I'm not that proud of this video, but you know, I still wanted to get it out for you guys, just so you know, like, just so we're kind of like on board with like all the movies I'm seeing and everything. And hopefully my best of March video is better than this one, and earlier, because hopefully I have more time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.